everybody, welcome to Sweaty Stream. Sorry about the delay there, but hey, we're all good here. It's Krevlow and I back together again tonight. How are you feeling, Krevlow? Yesterday was full of a lot of fun, but today, man, today could be even better.
Yeah, indeed. Yesterday was really good, but I think tonight might be. I think there might be a lot more that goes on tonight. Looking at two great teams, both collegiate level teams, and I think it should be a really interesting matchup to see. And funny enough, SNHU actually used to be one of my teammates' old university, so I find that a little bit funny. Is
Mm-hmm.
UAlberta is actually the next province over for me, so. Kind of it's kind of funny to see the relations like that, I think. But yeah, I'm hoping to see a really great matchup tonight.
Yeah, me too, and we're gonna see your teammate play later tonight as well in that second matchup. But of course, let's take a look at our schedule here. What matches do we have here tonight? We have two of them, and both elimination style matches. You lose, you're out of the bracket. That's the first bracket. That's not even our schedule. Here is our schedule. We're going to have SNHU versus UAlberta very, very soon. Following that will be Baby You Nerd Herd versus Team Ignition Academy. Anything you want to say about these matches, Krevlow? I know you're really looking at that second one.
Yeah, I know that second one I'm really looking forward to see. I think it should be a really good match, and I definitely want to see it go all the way. I want to see both these matches definitely go all the way. I don't know. Again, I was saying to you earlier, I recognize the name Zero, but again, there's a lot of zeros in the community, so maybe it's the same one I know, maybe it's not. But I guess we'll see once that matchup comes up. But I don't know about you, Alberta. No, I think I've played them before. Again, it might be one of their other teams, but if it is the same one, then I think we're looking at definitely a really good game to have happen here in a few minutes.
Yeah, of course, and there's also a prediction poll up. If you guys want to vote for who you think will win, there you go. That's your way to do it. It's two teams coming here tonight. SNHU, UAlberta. You mentioned they're both collegiate teams. They both have a lot of players ready to fight tonight. And I mean, this will be a best of 5. It should be, I should say, a close series. It may not end up that way, but as I said, elimination on the line. Take a look at that bracket. Tell me, Krevlow, what do you think of the chances of both these teams here through this bracket? Because the winner of this has to play You're Throwing Iris or In the Bathtub, and that's not a match that any of them are looking forward to, I don't think. Or maybe they are.
Yeah,
Maybe they are. Maybe
it's
you'll prove me wrong here.
maybe. I mean, it's looking like so far it looks like a really good bracket here. Um, as far as I'm aware of, SNHU, they're currently 1-1 in the in not series. What's the word I'm looking for? In their bracket run so far. So it's gonna be interesting of whether they are gonna stay in that upper rounds and make it through,
Mhm.
or sorry, this is lower rounds. What am I talking about? It's gonna be interesting if they can manage to make it through, or if University of Alberta is gonna be able to come back with themselves as they're currently 0-1. The lower
Yeah.
brackets I always think are really definitely interesting though.
I mean, to add to your point, UAlberta is actually 0-1. They didn't even play anybody in their lower round 1 matchup. They
Oh,
did go against
you're right actually.
They did go against You're Throwing Iris, so we might see a rematch here if they can get a win this night. For SNHU, they beat In the Bathtub, so we could see a rematch there as well. We could see some rematches no matter who wins the series, but I mean, for both these teams, they're looking up to this matchup. They're looking to see what they'll do for it because it is a big one here, as both these teams are looking ready to join the lobby soon. Do you have anything you want to say about this? Any last things? Any maybe players you want to mention? I mean, I know you
I'm not too
probably don't
sure. I
recognize
mean,
this, but these are some teams that are going to fight for everything, and I know that's going to really make this quite the series to watch.
yeah, I mean, looking at the players right now, I see Flavored Goat with the KVM in the name, and you don't see too many keyboard mouse players Rocket League, or especially playing competitive Rocket League. There's very few, so I'm definitely interested to see how he's gonna play if he lives up to the name there. um,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
yeah.
I would agree with that as well. But they don't have any subs there for you, Alberta. SNHU, they have a sub and a coach. That's going to make some things a little interesting as well. That might throw a wrench in the plans of SNHU are going to have to prove themselves here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, having a coach can make the world a difference sometimes, as opposed to not having one. So it's going to be interesting to see how both teams play. Um, I'm not sure entirely what to expect, but I think it'll be good.
Yep. The info has been sent to these players, so we'll see when they get in. They'll get in soon enough. As I mean, again, but tell me the difference that a coach makes as well with these kind of teams.
A coach, from my experience, coaches definitely add a lot of insight to how a team plays, or specifically issues that might happen with players in their individual play styles. Having a coach can help you narrow down what you can do to play better, specifically in play styles as well. Is it's hard to, I'd say, define a play style without someone else being there, as kind of a third party look can help you look at what your best strengths are as a team together. And once you find that, then you can narrow down how you want to play as a team.
All right, that sounds like fun. Let's get ourselves into the series now. Both these teams are in. SNHU against UAlberta. Yes, a white matchup here. Krevlow, take it away here. We start on Manfield Night here for game number 1.
All right. Just waiting for players to get in here.
You excited?
I am indeed. I think this is going to be a great matchup. And yeah.
Here we
All
go.
right. So we're off to game 1 now, this series. And KBM, or Flavored Goat, sorry, is going to win that kickoff there, but it goes back, and now Juice has the ball. He can't make anything of it, but Wishbone is going to be up for it. He's going to look to follow that ball into UAlberta's end. As Yeats just sends it, and it's nearly on target, but it's just off to the side a little bit. And Osish, I'm not sure how you pronounce that.
I believe it's...
Conan, I'm going to call you.
You want me to help you? I believe his name is Ossicones.
Okay, Ossicones. Thank you.
But again, I don't know. I'm not Canadian, so it could be French.
It might be. I'm not sure though. But yeah.
Yeah, big matchup here. Both these teams starting off kind of a bit of a boom ball right now. As UAlberta struggling to get out of their own half. SNHU, Badger off the back wall, Wishbone up. That one's off the bar and down. Here comes AJW Trios. Out for Badger. Still no goals for SNHU. They're pushing, they're pulling, but nothing is breaking so far for UAlberta. Although that statement might change as they just continue to stick on defense. They can't get a breakout right now, UAlberta. Juice, upfield, Ossicones reads. Roll up the sidewall here. Can UAlberta get a clear? Yes, they do. It's from Yeats. Man, that took a lot of effort from them. They had to survive through, but in the future, they're going to need to be a little more proactive at getting that ball out of their own half.
Indeed now, and as they're coming back, Wishbone's going to take a shot on the net, and Flavor Goat's there just to clear that ball a little bit out of their own end. But the pressure's just still on them, as it constantly is. And they just can't seem to gain anything to get it out, as now Ossicones takes that ball for 50, and he's going to stick on it, looking to take their boost away from them. Looking to set something up towards the middle of the field for their teammates, but it just can't seem to get anything consistently going in that offensive end there. As that could change here, but it just looks like SNHU's had all the pressure so far in this match. They've just been controlling that kind of mid-zone with the ball and not letting them break out with any sort of plays that are too dangerous. As that it's just gonna go over and in as I say that for UAlberta, as Ossicone just takes the ball off of his recovery and just puts it over Juice and into an open net. Nobody's back, and I don't know what it is, but I keep cursing these teams, man.
Hey man, that's the life of the caster. You live by the caster curse. It will never. I have never heard a caster that has said no, I'm not affected by it. Every caster is part of the caster curse. That's part of the job. As UAlberta right now, a bit stunned here, going down early. Many consider them the better of these two. And just like you requested, I did take a look at their ranks beforehand. UAlberta as a team is generally GC1, although one of the players is currently GC2. For UAlberta, sorry, not UAlberta, for SNHU, they're GC1, GC2. For UAlberta, they're around Champ 2, Champ 3. So a bit of surprise here that they're getting this lead so early, and they're holding it well. SNHU have not found a way to get out. Yeets to the back wall. That one isn't in. Lead away by Juice. Flavored Goat. Maybe he was looking for Ossicones, but Ossicones was moving back, got a demo on the way there. Zeets is up. Juice, Retaliatory, this one just going on. Ossicones, off the touchy one, Zeets gets the clear. Badger with the shot. Flavored Goat stands in the way. And how much offense, really, how much offense can they withstand Krevlow here for UAB?
I'm not entirely too sure. I mean, it's looking like now UAB is kind of on that offensive pressure there. Is finally SNHU takes it out of their own end to set up a little bit of play, hoping to let their teammates get some boosts. It's now Flavored Goat has the ball. Can't set up too much, but he does get the dunk there, and Badger sending it to the back wall. Wishbone looking for the demo, but doesn't get it. As Ossicones takes it out, but it's taken away from him again. And that's dangerously towards the middle of the net. Can they recover to get it? And no, Badger is there to get the open net, tying it up with 1 minute left to go. And it's 1-1. Oh my.
I mean, at some point, something was going to break down Krevlow. You have to agree with me on that.
Indeed it was. And I gotta say, for sure, it definitely looks like SNHU is definitely controlling that the boost on the field. They're not letting University of Alberta have too much boost, especially when they're kind of on the defensive stance there. And this is looking to go back off the backboard, maybe looking for a double, but it doesn't have enough boost to get up there, nor does he have the speed to get to beat UAB to the ball. Now towards the middle, Juice is looking for it, and it's just gonna go in. And I'm not sure what is happening there. Maybe a bit of miscommunication off that, or maybe just couldn't get down to the ground cleanly enough. And that's the lead for SNHU.
Well, to add, I mean, UAB, both of their defenders were on the back wall. It really was a miscommunication, Krevlow. You hit that one on the nail on the head. Wait a second, looking for a third. They'll get one here. SNHU now doubles their lead. 3-1. We're mentioning about the mistake, but there's no mistake here. Wishbone with the flick. Badger in for the finisher. And after looking so likely for UAB, ESA Whites, it's SNHU to sweep the rug from under them. Flavored Goat downfield to Ossicones. Let's go get this shot here. Wishbone, another clear. The score may be a little more expected to what people saw from this series. As now Zeets infield, maybe looking for Ossicones, but it was just too slow. Badger through. Badger with the shot. Ossicones with the stop here, and Ossicones will clear it away. He'll hit the ground on 0 seconds as we will have game 1 going to SNHU. Still looking for one more goal potentially. Well, that one will hit. SNHU now. We'll take game 1 and we'll have a short break before we go to game 2.
Yeah, no, that was a great game, and as you can see on the stats here, just SNHU with 14 shots as opposed to the 4 shots by UAB, and that definitely makes a world of difference there. That much offensive pressure, but UAB definitely held up on the defensive end. With the amount of saves that they had as well, I had 7 saves that match. So it looks like both teams, it's kind of a situation of really good offense versus a really good defense. But at the end of the day, when you're on defense, you're gonna end up running out of momentum as you use up more and more boosts, and the other team takes more and more. So it's going to be interesting seeing how the next few games go and how they can try and adapt to even out the game.
Yeah, we're looking for a game 2 here. SNHU with the lead, and man, they have all the advantages in this series, really. They're coming in as the higher rankers. They're coming in with the better record. They're coming in as the higher, as what most people consider the higher seed. They have a coach. They have a sub. UAB has none of those. And yet they kept that game close for the longest amount of time. But still, it doesn't matter if it's close. The only time it does matter when it's close is in horseshoes. And from what I can see, this is not horseshoes. This is Rocket League. And Rocket League, you need to get those wins.
Indeed. Now SNHU has the ball in possession as Juice is trying to make a play into the offensive end, but he doesn't get it. And Juice is again there. Is Wishbone looking to challenge this, maybe get it downfield, but don't think he got the touch that he was wanting to. Badger's gonna take it into his own corner, look to play it slow, keep it close to him, gets it over two of them, and he's still in control of this ball. It looks like a bit of a double commit there by Zeets and Flavored Coat, my bad. Sausage's looking to get up the ceiling here, take it away from them, and he kind of does, but there's no chance to get it towards that target. It's now they might have a very dangerous opportunity, send it towards the middle, and no, it's cleared out to the side. And Wishbone's back up looking for a touch, but he doesn't get it. Badger's there to take it over. Ossicones, I keep mispronouncing that. Oh my. So now it's back for Wishbone. It's an awkward touch off the card to the backboard. But he manages it to get a 50 out towards the middle, and Badger's there. It's a 50 over towards the backboard, and Zeets might have an opportunity, but no. He's not there.
And this is similar to last game in that no goals for a really long amount of time. It broke down once UAB got a really good breakaway chance, but you can see both these teams are posturing, they're waiting, and I don't know about this kind of playstyle, but it does feel like it might favor UAB to prevent any big differences, but SNHU as well, they are fine with playing this kind of close because they know they have what it takes, they have the offense, and here's the chance, it's off the post. A touch from Flavored Goat put that one away, and now Doink, yeets up, yeets towards the net, that one saved by Wishbone. Ossicones. A light touch there, Wishbone reads it off the ceiling now. Flavored Goat going all in for that dunk, and he hits it. Badger. To Juice will fake it towards Badger. Badger with a demo on Ossicones, but he couldn't win the challenge. And now UAB once again on offense. Flavored in front, can't get the dunk play. That one's cleared strongly, but Ossicones will read. SNHU look to march their way back. Badger now towards the net. Yeats gets the stop. UAB are sitting so far back in their net. They're not wanting anything to go through. They want the goal to be earned from SNHU here, and that's just going to make things even more difficult for this team in blue. As they continue to win on offense, win on shots, but so far they have not won on goals. As it's UAB right now, keeping them to a 0-0 tie. That defense, though, it does break down, but for UAB, this has been an impressive display. But can they break out? Can they get those chances, really? And can they keep sustained offense? They have not been able to do that so far this series.
Yeah, and it looks like SNHU is just kind of sitting back on the defense, playing a bit passively until they find a chance to go and make an opportunity of either missed touches or misplay of the ball from UAB here. And Zeets is carrying it down, looking towards that corner. He can't get anything. It's a 50-50, and Badger wins it. He's going down. His teammate Wishbone looking for the demo. Doesn't get the opportunity he was looking for, as it's sent back to the other corner. And they're still on the pressure, and that was just put over by Flavored. As Zeets is looking out to clear it. Gets it out, but Wishbone now has the control. What is he gonna do here? Is he looking for it? Is he looking for it? No, he can't get there. It's sent back across the net. Flavored is there looking to challenge, and that might be in. No, it's off the post and cleared by Yeats.
I can't believe they saved that, Krevlow. I thought that was going to be a goal. I saw it going to the back post, and I was like, even if it hit off the post, I was like, oh, that's going to be a goal. UAB, they just keep on surviving. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they continue to do it. They have, like, it feels like they all have savior awards here. A save from Ossicones. Another great defensive stop. SNHU, how do they break through this? They've been going for bumps. They've been going for solo plays, albeit not many. They've been going for passes off the corner. They just cannot get past this defense right now. Yeats with a save on the line. Again, another defensive stop here. UAB, though, I think right now they're just looking for overtime, just to reset this game, because right now they're not winning any part of it. Juice. Still Juice. No boost in a dream. Glavored Goat gets past Badger. Up for it is Wishbone. Gets past one towards the corner. Ossicones trying to keep it close here, but shot bump in front as well. SNHU had the chance. Now this one will roll up their back corner. Badger blew out Wishbone, but Ossicones beats him to it. He'll drop it to the ground for overtime.
My, this has been a great game so far. It's already first game and it's overtime. Wishbone's up on the ceiling looking to bang it out, but he can't get to it. It's now in the zone and Badger's got it. It's going to be off the corner. I'm not sure really which team's going to win this match. They're both playing very solid games so far, and that was dangerous. Just gets put under Ossicones. And that, oh, is there going to be a goal here? No, it's cleared out.
UAB continue to survive.
I really don't know. Yeah,
they continue to survive. That is their gameplay. And honestly, do you think this is the chance that UAB needs to take? Do you think this is a game that they have to win? I think this game is a must-win for them, really, because you're not going to get these kind of chances when you're in overtime, because in overtime, a lot of the rules of Rocket League change. Your favorites, they can crumble under that pressure. For UAB, they are definitely not the favorites in this series, and they've kept it close in game one, but they lost in the end after a great rush from SNHU. Now for SNHU, this is a weird moment for them. They can't make any mistakes here. UAB could be on top of it. Again, I think this has to be their chance to win here for UAB ESA White. I think, would you agree with that there, Krevlow?
Indeed. I mean, it's going to be interesting. Both teams having chance, both ends already. We're a minute and 17 into this, and this might be a chance for Badger to get it into, and it's 50 down. Zeets now clears it out, and Wishbone's there, but you might have another opportunity to send it towards the mid. And is that going to be in? No, it was so close. You just couldn't get to it. And that might be in, and it is. Flavored was there first to the ball, beating Wishbone, and just being able to put it over the defender to get their first win of the series. Oh my.
Yeah, and that's the kick.
I gotta say, that was close.
That's the kick that UAlberta ESA White need. They need a game like that, because if they want to win this series, it's going to be close. It's not going to be an easy series for them. It's not going to be a very comfortable series for them. They're going up against a team that has players that know what they're doing. You're going to have to play close. You're going to have to play competitive with them. But we've seen that they can do it here.
Oh yeah.
As we just have to look and see what our next game can bring. Yeah, what are you saying?
I gotta say, the one thing I'm noticing specifically for SNHU is they are not playing. They're playing an aggressive game, but at the same time they're not playing in a aggressive challenge, like in terms of challenges. They're kind of waiting back on that ball. They're waiting for ESA White to make mistakes or to make a mistouch on the ball before going in for a challenge. They're making sure that they know they can be first to the ball. And I think that's what's really working for them. It's leaving them to be able to play a very possessive game, keeping the ball within them. They're taking their time and they're just waiting for the small mistakes. And I think that's what UAB figured out in that second match. There is they're waiting on them. So I think we're gonna see definitely both teams maybe changing up a little bit of play style, maybe getting more aggressive throughout the rest of the series.
I want to add this. I would disagree with that. SNHU last game didn't score any goals, and I'm a little worried here for UAlberta. Only 2 shots, and we went to overtime in that game. I can't think there's many chances here. That one saved though by Yeats. I mean, if they keep going with this kind of defense, things could look good for them, but you really think they have to find more ways to break out. You can't let up 12 shots a game and expect that to be healthy while only having 2 yourself. Infield Yeats towards the sidewall, and for SNHU, it's really going to be about taking advantage of situations, making those situations, taking advantage. Here comes Badger off the post. Juice in front. That's an open net, and you will not see SNHU miss that one. Now it's up to UAlberta ESA White. Can they play offensive? Can they play aggressive? Something that they just have not done so far.
Indeed. There was a great play. Just keep shooting that on net and waiting for a mistake to happen before taking the opportunity to score it, and they delivered on that. It's now into the corner of SNHU as Zeeds sends it towards the mid, but nobody's there to take it up. Oxygen's now has the ball, looking to clear it out, and Juice is there, just enough speed to pick up that ball and bring it to the side. It's always a dangerous play, I like to say, but Flavored is now putting it off the backboard, and it's another chance, but there's nothing that's capitalized off of it. Is now there's a double commit there. It's over Flavored, but Ossicones is there to take the ball, trying to get it around them, but he just can't. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Is this going to be a play? No, it just takes an awkward roll off of that. And that's the worst thing to happen to. But Ossicones is there, clears it out towards the middle. That's going to be dangerous, and it's just going to be put in. Oh my, it's an unfortunate goal. Just trying to clear that ball out, and what looked like a little bit of desperation, and it just takes a real bad bounce off that sidewall right to Wishbone.
Yeah, and that's this. Now we're starting to see UAB ESA Whites make mistakes, and this is what worried me. Last game they played flawless defense. That's not going to happen often. Most teams, you're going to see them make at least 1 or 2 mistakes. They're going to get scored on at some point. They can't consistently try to keep looking for these clean sheets. They have to play dirty, and they have to really play with some offense. Their offense was non-existent last game. Sure, they won it, but they really didn't. They really didn't have any of the makings of a team that was going to win it. The only reason they did was because their defense held up for so long. You have to think that they need offense here for UAlberta. It just isn't there, and I haven't seen it from them at all this series right now, but here's a chance. Flavored Goat with a dunk play. Goes towards the corner, but again, nothing created from that. UAlberta ESA White, they're trying to punch their way in. They're trying to put pressure on the net, but you can just tell that SNHU just know exactly what they're doing and can follow them every step of the way and do it even better.
For sure. Now his Wishbone's there, taking that ball, looking to put it down, but he couldn't. Zeez is there to try and make a play, clearing it to the side, and it's 50 by Flavors. He wins that. Looking towards the middle for Ossicones. He gets it, but Wishbone's going to be there, take a shot, and it's wide open net. I'm not sure what happened to Zeez there. I'm not sure if it's just me, or did he just stop moving, or... No, he was turned around. Oh my.
He just knew he couldn't get to that one. He was not in the right position to make that save, and admittedly, the pass and field, a risky play at worst. At worst, that's a risky play that you shouldn't be making. Sorry, at best, it's a risky play that you shouldn't be making. At worst, it will result in that. You really can't be making those kind of plays on defense, especially when it's read by SNHU. SNHU right now having full creative control of this game to do whatever they want, and you can see that now they have a 3-goal lead, and looking unlikely they'll get it. They'll lose this one as UAlberta 0 shots so far, nothing on the target on that blue net, and this is what worries me. This really is what worries me if you're a UAlberta fan, because they're just not better than SNHU right now. SNHU are toying with them here. Yates gets a save. Pinch out. Can they even get a shot here for UAlberta? Because right now that is still a question mark in this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, 0 shots so far. They've been on pretty much the defensive game the whole match so far. And it's just not looking good for them right now. Currently, SNHU just have the advantage in almost just around everywhere currently on the field. They're controlling the play. They're making UAB kind of panic on that defense, making mistakes, and it's just, yeah, I'm not sure. They have to find something soon. They have to find something within the next match too if they want to keep themselves in it. And I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Really, as that was nearly a great play by Ossicones, but you just couldn't finish it off, and that's gonna be an open net, and I think that's kind of the thing I'm talking about. I think they're starting to get a little bit desperate, going for things that they might not be able to get to, you know, and it's just causing a lot of mistakes for them right now.
Yeah, I think that is a perfect way to describe the current game for them. Not much on offense, and a lot more mistakes on defense. Not a lot of mistakes, but a lot more. And you can tell that SNHU are really overwhelming them here. That one, Flavored Goat got a touch on that somehow. But ultimately for UAlberta, they're going to have to chalk this game up to a loss and look further into the series to see if they can get anything here against their opponents. They have one game, they know they can use that, but we're going to need to see a lot more offense from this team if they want even a slight chance at winning this series, because right now, I think you can agree, I can agree, SNHU have full control. They have full control. They are not losing With how they're playing, they're not going to lose this series.
Right, yeah, and SNHU, they've just looked so calm throughout the series so far. And it's like they already know their opponents like a book right now. And it's gonna definitely take a big change, I think, for UAB to be able to come back, to be able to combat against this playstyle by SNHU. And I'm a little worried as well, as I'd really like to see this go through. I'd really like to see them be able to figure out how to play against them and just kind of break down their offensive game as well.
Yeah, we'll be looking for game 4 here. Could be the last of the series if UAlberta can't find a breakthrough, can't find what they need. As we're about ready to get ourselves here into what, again, could be the last matchup of the series here. SNHU currently looking on top. You look like the kings of this series. But can UAlberta topple them down on Utopia Coliseum Dusk? We could see an answer here. Does UAlberta have what it takes? We know they did it in Game 2, but in Game 4, we ask the question again.
Indeed, I think this is especially hard too when you don't have a coach as well, because I can imagine if their coach is with them, it'd be able to point out things to do differently, things to take advantage of. Where as UAB just don't have that advantage of having a coach being able to help guide them throughout the game.
Still waiting here on everybody getting in the lobby. There we go. No problem, they're flavored goat. As we're ready for Game 4 here. This series continues on, but is this the roadblock? Is this the final hurdle jumped by SNHU? Badgers trying to make that a yes. As 6 seconds in, they're already in the lead.
Oh man, and I'm already not too sure what's going on there.
It's a double commit, really. That was all
Yeah.
that it was created from, a double commit. And SNHU, just like that, get a goal. They're capitalizing on the errors that UAlberta are making.
Yeah, and I think it's just really desperation trying to. I think they're getting beaten in terms of speed as well. Like they're just getting SNHU's just playing so much more as they get that double demo, but wasn't able to capitalize it in a great position there. But it's those kind of things, and I think UAB needs to maybe start looking at plays like that. Is there's a 50 there, but Juice has it. He gets demoed himself, and that's that's kind of the thing I want to start seeing. I want to start seeing UAB going for demos, trying to disrupt their defensive game. Also, the offensive game as they're coming back, rotating on the defense as well. And I think if they can start doing that, I think they might start being able to break through a little bit here.
I'm more worried about them getting enough shots to sustain their offense, because it doesn't matter how many demos you have if you can't get shots, because you won't be able to win games. And right now for UAB, their issue should not be demos. It should actually be shots, Krevlow, as they aren't getting enough of them in a game.
I do agree with that. Like, they definitely need more shots, but I think if they can create opportunities to disrupt the rotation of SNHU by getting demos, I think they might be able to find themselves being able to get a few more opportunities to get shots, especially more on target as well. I could be wrong too. I mean, like, obviously they definitely need more shots, but that's just in. And I didn't even see what happened there. I think it kind of got pinched.
I did see what happened here. Ossicones
Oh, wow.
panicked. This is exactly what you've been talking about. The panic here. Ossicones had a lot more time than he thought he had. You saw him panic, go for that in and outside when really all he could have done was back shuffle up a little bit, jump up, and it would have been an easier save for him. You can see UAlberta maybe a bit panicked here. Who knows what happened there in that play, but now down by 2. Yeats, flicking field. Up for it is Badger. He'll push it out to Juice, and Juice will throw it upfield. UAlberta now back on defense again, having to sustain another onslaught. What could be another onslaught as Ossicones with the clear. Wishbone collect, but Yeats downfield. Up for it. That's 2 players there from SNHU. Chance for UAlberta. Flavored Goat infield, but Yeats doesn't like the chances. And Wishbone with the clear, but here comes Ossicones. AJ W. Nothing really there. 50-50 infield, but Badger, once again, offense for SNHU created because their defense is not really being tested on net right now.
Indeed, and once again, they're just being stuck on the offense. I'm not sure they have much boost to work with right now for UAB, and that's coming across, but Flavor's there to take the ball across the net for the save. That's a good clear out, hoping to allow his teammates to set up, get in better positions, and maybe make something. But Juice is here with the ball, making a play over one, towards the middle. Nobody's there. It's cleared out once again. Zeez is looking to trying to dunk that, but doesn't get it. It's back to Badger. He's gonna probably put it towards mid, and it's just an open net, but no, he touches it once again, and it puts too much momentum for his teammate to be able to read that.
He went for the Doomsday Dish. He went for the Doomsday Dish. He had Wishbone open there. Admittedly, it's not really an issue right now for SNHU. They're leading by 2, and just like Game 3, they're clearly the better team right now. At least in the pressure game they are. They've always been that better team. Now in front, are they looking for 3? Flavor Ghost gets a stop. And for UAlberta, the reason that play was created, the one that, almost became a third goal, was because a double commit. They've had a couple of those, as now both players stuck, both players awkward. AJW splits the defense into 2 as he puts the ball in the middle of the net. Now it's 3.
Yeah, and that could potentially be the nail in the coffin, but they definitely still can come back here. I mean, I've seen it done before, and it's definitely possible, but I don't know, it's not looking good at all right now. That's back across. Zeets is there, challenging that. Wishbone still has possession. He doesn't get that. Badger's up for it. It's 50 by Ossicones. And Juice is there for it again, looking for a play. Ossicones looking to get it out, looking for a pass, but he can't get it as he gets demoed. Now it's back. Zeets is on the ceiling, looking to challenge that. Get a 50 maybe. Doesn't get it. Flavor's back up. Ossicones is there now. Can't make a play. His Juice is just there to stop the ball and stop their momentum at the same time. Nobody's currently back, and if they have more speed, they might be able to make something of it. Wishbone's there. Can't get it. Badger's gonna have an opportunity to go for something. He's going for the flip reset. Does he get it? No, he doesn't. He's too late to actually get a flick onto that ball.
Yeah, and
across to Wishbone. Looking towards Juice. And that's, again, another shot.
I don't know if you can confirm this for me, but it wasn't, if I'm not wrong, last game was a shutout.
Yeah,
I believe it was a shutout win for SNHU. It looks like it's going to be 2 in a row to end out this series. What a result from them. After a game 2, they lost in overtime. SNHU then shuts out their opponents 2 games in a row to take the series here and move on further in the lower bracket as they take down UAlberta ESA White here tonight. A quick 3-1.
I know, it was definitely a great game by SNHU, and it was a great defensive game by UAB, but they just weren't able to hold up enough. And it sucks to see this happen too sometimes. You get teams that are really good defensively, but when you match them up with as equally good of an offensive team, they're just able to be broken through. And I think if this were any other team, it might have been a lot closer as well, as that defense definitely would have been able to hold up, I think, a lot longer. But once again, it happens. And I think having that coach as well definitely gives a great advantage for teams as well. But I definitely see a lot of potential for UAB, especially in future games too.
Well, for SNHU, they move on. A big win. We're going to Krevlow, do you think we should end the stream here, or do you think we should keep it going and just wait for our next matchup? Because we got like an hour. We got like 45 minutes before our next matchup. I guess, we'll stick around, I guess. But do you think we should just keep the stream going?
Stick around, yeah, we can, it's up to you, really. I mean,
45 minutes until we go up again. Well, actually, it's going to be 30 minutes, actually, because we're going to have who plays next? I'm glad you asked. Here we go. It's BBU Nerd Herd, Team Ignition Academy. That was perfect timing. I don't tell my chat when to ask questions, but that was beautiful timing there, Chino. Yeah, that's your next matchup. BBU Nerd Herd, Team Ignition Academy. This matchup
So
is very special to you, Krevlow.
indeed.
You want to tell the fans the people why?
So Team Ignition is my team. I'm currently the sub for them, but I'm looking to see a great game though, between both teams.
Yeah,
Um,
and what's fun is I've seen BB Nerdherd and Ignition play a ton on my stream, so it'll be really fun to see them play against each other.
yeah, indeed. And I know from what I could say as Team Ignition, they've been working really hard this season, um, and they definitely want it. And I'm sure all the teams have been working hard as well. And I'm sure, especially for this matchup, it's definitely going to be something to watch.
Yeah,
I,
because
I I expect it to be exciting.
I think on paper this might be the toughest matchup they've had so far yet. BB Nerdherd, a well-respected team in Blackline, but man, Ignition Academy, they have the chance here. They are what I think many consider the best team in the Academy division. But do
Uh,
they have? I think most people consider them that the best team in the Academy series. But against BB Nerdherd, one of the top teams in the Contenders series, this is not going to look. It's not going to be easy for Ignition Academy. It really won't be. But they have the chance to win it. We've seen upsets, albeit not on the stream yet from with me and you, Krevlow, but we can see crazy upsets happen. We will. I know Ignition Academy are going to be asking, is tonight the night to change that?
yeah, I mean, I've seen some crazy upsets throughout this season, throughout some of these series, Skyline, BLCS, all of them. I've seen some really crazy upsets. I mean, last night we had, I believe, what was it, the number one seed team that just wasn't able to perform, I believe it was. Which to me is crazy. I'd never expect to see something like that, especially for top teams playing. But it happens too, so I'm not sure what to expect. I have a feeling it might go all the way to game 7 though.
Well, I hate to say this, there is no game seven.
Oh, it's game
It's lower
5, my
round two.
bad.
You mean game five?
I'm thinking
you
I'm thinking
you're
way far
thinking
ahead.
best of
That's
seven too.
why.
That's next. Best of sevens are next round there, Krevlo. Best of sevens are the next round of the
I'm,
playoffs,
I'm thinking around
not
ahead.
this one. All the qualifying matches are best of seven. This is not a qualifying matchup.
Yes,
This is
yes.
just elimination for both these
Oh my.
teams.
But I have a feeling it might go to game 5.
Well, we'll see if you're correct. As we will take a bit of a break here. We'll be back in like 30 minutes, and more actually 30 to 45 minutes. We'll see you guys then. But again, next matchup, you guys know it. You guys, I think, might even love it. Baby Nerdherd Team Ignition Academy. You guys just stick around and catch the action soon. Hey, look who's here! It's Lexi. Hey, Lexi, thank you so much for the Prime sub! You've done it again, 4 months now! Round of applause to you. I got Krevlow with me. Krevlow, what do you say to Lexi now for gifting a Prime sub?
I gotta say thank you for that. I mean, I know it's not to me, but you know, you're supporting probably one of the best casters I know, so props for that.
Yeah, Lexi's on Knights of Chaos. That's great work. So much
Oh
support.
man.
Yeah, they've supported. I've been partnering with them for a long time, so that's fun. But again, thank you so much for the almost at the follow. You've been following me for even longer than that. Thank you so much for the sub. Hey, you gotta support me. Nah, you're amazing, Lexi. Thank you so much. By the way, stick around. Big announcement coming very soon. And head into that Twitter at SportyFCRL. Or if you want to, just stick around in the stream. I'll reveal it soon enough. Just gotta wait a couple minutes. 5 minutes till the announcement, everybody. Hey, everybody. Yeah, you guys all noticed the announcement here? Well, Krevlow and I are still here together, but hey, now I can make it official! I'm joining Ignition, so this will be fun. We're joining in for more commentary matches in the future, and speaking of it, we have one coming up in about 10 minutes from now. Krevlow, and the announcement coming out, but more importantly, about this matchup. What do you think of it?
I think it's going to be great. I also want to congratulate you and welcome you in as well. I'm glad to have you join in with us. Um, we hope it goes super well for you as well. I've been following you for a while, and you're a great caster, and I hope it takes you to a lot more places as well.
And if anybody's wondering, Krevlow, you have now become the first and currently only person to be on an org that I partnered with. Be on 2 orgs that I partnered with. So congratulations for that. But yeah, now on Ignition, been doing a lot of their matches in the last couple of weeks, and it just feels like the right decision to make to partner with an org that is so great, so professional. They run themselves extremely well. And more importantly, it just seems like a fun group of people that know what they're doing. Good teams, good experience, good environment, great support. I know you've experienced it, Krevlow, and I'm hoping that it continues for me as well.
And I definitely will say it should, and I think it definitely will. And I think you'll definitely enjoy it quite a bit as well. So,
Yeah, of course, we are just, again, waiting around on both these teams. The info has already been sent out to them, so they could join really early if they really wanted to. But, of course, we're getting ready for it. I mean, what do you think of this next series coming up? Again, it's your own team playing
yeah, and
against BB Nerd Herd, who I've seen on stream so many times. They're really, really, really solid.
I definitely think this should be quite an interesting matchup. Looking at the stats, both teams are top of their respective divisions, and I think it's going to be really close. I'm not sure entirely who's going to take it. Obviously, like I mean, I'd obviously love to see Ignition win, but anything can happen here, and I just want to see a great game from both people, or from both teams. People, I don't know what I'm saying here, but I want to see a great game for both sides here. Lots of action, and I hope it goes all the way.
Yeah. As again, a big thing here. Well, now that we're getting ourselves, we're going to be getting into the series soon, but again, we have time for that. This next matchup, well, I mean, we should first talk about our first matchup, I guess. Our first matchup, that is not our first matchup. That is our second matchup. Let me make it go to our first matchup. Here we are. First matchup was SNHU versus UAlberta USA White. SNHU looked so good that series. They 3-1 UAlberta, but it could have been a 3-0, honestly. At game 2, not been that close. Now, we got BB Nerd Herd, Team Ignition Academy. I think very similarly, one of these teams has experienced a lot of success. I mean, Krevlow, this series is going to be tough for Ignition.
I indeed think it's going to be tough. Both teams, as good as both teams are, I think it's looking more in favor for Nerd Herd currently. Just looking at stats and everything, as
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
absolutely dominant in their own respective brackets for their divisions and stuff. So I think it's going to be really tough. I think it's definitely going to take a lot to be able to, if Ignition wants to uh beat Nerd Herd or bring it close, it's going to take a lot for them to do so. But yeah, I'm not sure who's going to take it here. It's gonna be interesting to watch for sure. And no matter who wins, I think it's gonna be great. Great series.
Yeah, again, a big series here. Both these teams ready. Again, the info's been sent out, but we are currently making a prediction poll. As I know that those Ignition Giants are going to come in soon enough. There's always a lot of them. Yeah, there's always starts with Ziggy. Always starts with Ziggy. I am really high up in my chair right now. It always starts with Ziggy. Coming in. Hello, Ziggy. Now the question is though, Ignition Academy with the odds stacked up against them here. What are they going to need to do to get past BB Nerd Herd. Again, I've seen them play a lot of times. They are solid. It's going to be difficult at the very least. It's going to be heinous at the very best. But you say that you think they actually have a chance here. I think we both can agree they have a chance, but it's not big, but there is a chance for them. But what do you think are going to be those keys for success for Ignition Academy?
I think for Ignition, it's just gonna be I think it's just gonna be communication, keeping calm, and just keeping to kind of adapting to how the other team plays. I mean, I know I've seen them do it before, and they definitely have the drive to be able to do so. But it's whether or not we'll see kind of the same situation that happened when the matchup of SNHU and you are bleh, I can't even speak, and yeah,
Krevlow can't talk
UAlberta
anymore.
and UAlberta, where SNHU was just able to lock down, not give up too much, and not give up too many goals and stuff, and just keep on top of UAlberta, which led to them winning. So I hope the same sort of situation we don't see again, but you never know. I haven't seen Nerdherd play before, so I can't really say much on what's going to happen. I don't think you've seen both teams play. You definitely would know more than I do
I've
here about
seen
what's going to
Nerdhurt
happen.
play a good couple times in the Contender Series. They are currently undefeated in the Contender Series. So
Yeah.
this is going to be difficult for Ignition Academy. They do have something going for them. The fact that they are currently one of the best teams, if not the best team in the Academy Series, but it's going to be difficult for Ignition Academy. This is not a series that they probably want to be playing, but they are here to it. They have to get into it, and this is going to be tough for them. This is going to be tough for Ignition Academy, but we know that roster. We know it well. By the way, I know you guys are going to say it. There is no inherent bias here. Yes, Krevlow is here with me, but this is an unbiased broadcast. Don't worry. Don't worry, we're not. Don't worry, Krevlow is not going to be biased. But it would be fun here. Krevlow, he's going to give us the insight here on Ignition Academy, how they play, and I'll give you the insight on BB Nerd Herd. Nerd Herd, for them, it's going to be about controlling the series. Can they control the pace of the play? Can they control everything? Or does it, or do Ignition Academy start to pull things away? Maybe even get a couple, and maybe even get an upset win, because ultimately, if they do get it, it would be an upset.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about her controlling plane stuff, and it's similar, I'd say, to kind of how Ignition like to try and play. Looking for to disrupt the other teams, especially on the defense, coming around on rotation, stuff like that. Just looking to disrupt the other team, looking for those plays, keeping control of the ball, and just trying not to give up too much or let too many opportunities come against them. And if both teams play a really possessive game, a really good game where they're both controlling the ball, I think it's going to make for some interesting things. And I think it's just going to come down to who makes more mistakes, who tends to panic more and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just the
Yeah.
small things that lead to it.
Yeah, of course. We have that prediction poll. We have everything set up. We have the players. We're just waiting on them to join. I've seen Nerd play. They're really solid, but this will be incredible. As again, so many Ignition fans in here. I would be surprised. I mean, I'd be surprised if the series is super one-sided. I think it will stay somewhat close, but I mean, again, for Ignition Academy, this series is going to be difficult for them. But if there's any team that can do it, it can be them. They are the best team in the Academy series, according to many. Do they have what it takes to go into the Contender series and fight with those teams? Well, elimination on the line as well. So does that change anything as well about these teams' mentalities and their playstyles?
I'm not too sure. I mean, each team's going to have pressure, because this is kind of you kind of got one chance to make it through, and if you don't, then that's kind of it for the moment. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting how kind of the situation of I can't remember the words. I can't talk anymore. But how the situation of the standings are going to change the way that the teams play.
Yeah, and you know, in fact, let's take a look at that bracket. Here comes Zero coming to joke. Zero, you know what's funny? I was chatting with Kovo before the series in like Discord DMs. He said the exact same joke about this as well. I promise there's no bias here, but I do appreciate you guys with the good jokes here. Yeah, here's the brackets. If Ignition Academy do win this, good chance we might see a rematch between them and Vist. And well, that matchup, I got to see that one as well on my stream. That matchup was an interesting one. Ignition Academy got outplayed every single game. You know that they're going to want to beat them here if they play them again. That would be quite a matchup, wouldn't it be? Oh man, that will be. This could have a lot of things on it for BBU Nerd Herd. Their loss came to Slop Squadron in a Game 5. It was close. They're a team that a lot of people can sleep on, but they have everything here to go through this lower bracket and make it into the second stage of the qualifiers. But again, it relies on a win here in this best of 5, and that is no easy feat.
Indeed, it's not. I think this series actually might come down to which team finds the other team's weakness first, if anything, because both great teams. The odds aren't looking towards Ignition, I would say, but I'm keeping hopes up. You know, I think it's going to come down to who finds the other team's weakness first, because once you figure that out, and especially if you do it quicker than the other team, you can kind of get all over them, you know, make yourself chances, and you can kind of exploit that weakness that the other team has as well.
Well, there's going to be a lot of chances for both these teams in this series. I say, let's get right into the series here. If anybody, I don't know why I went Keemstar here, but let's get ourselves into this one. I'm giddy. It's late. Let's get this best of 5 going. BBU Nerd Herd, we've seen them here before. Team Ignition Academy. I've joined Team Ignition now as an affiliated caster, but yet this series pointing to Nerd Herd's side right now. Ignition Academy Game 1, right out of the gates. Do they have what it takes? They got their starting roster. I've taken their sub away from them. Into the booth here tonight. What happens? Nerd Herd on the blue, Ignition Academy on the orange. This one has all the markings to go the distance, according to Krevlow.
Yeah, and I mean, so far it's looking like both. It's kind of gone both ways so far a little bit. Sorry, I'm forgetting teams now. Nerd Herd with the early chance to almost make a play, but they just weren't able to capitalize. I will say, Zero's there with the ball now. He's going up towards midfield. He's going for a flip reset. Can he get anything for it? He gets a touch, but Drazix is there to send it down its other way. And it's an open net for Drazix. And I'm not sure what happened to the defense. I don't know if they just pushed up, but it looks like Enable was just trying to dive for that ball, and he just couldn't get to it quickly enough. And yeah, it just led to an open net.
It's one of those situations where I think Zero called that he was going to get that 50-50. Oh, wait, there's a second. There's a goal off the kickoff here from Enable. Well, that was quick. I think that was only 1 second past. As Enable here, using the speed flip perfectly, gets right past Ruby, and that one is in it. Forget about the fact that Ignition scores first. BBU Nerd Herd will answer. And that was quick.
Yeah, I mean, holy, I wasn't expecting that.
Krevlow, tell me, kind of responses like that, how important is that for teams like Nerd Herd to get responses quickly and to really answer back here, as they almost got a second one. Drazix to the sidewall. And holding that thought now, because Drazix upfield, the dribble, beaten away.
I think definitely getting those quick responses is going to be a great benefit for both teams. If you get down in the scoreboard and you come back up, you know, and you manage to make a quick recovery and tie it back up, or you know, get another goal for your team, I think it's gonna help keep kind of like mentality and like momentum up for both teams on both ends here, because you never want to leave yourself kind of without having a lead, you know what I mean? But there's a close shot there in the top right corner, and it doesn't go in. Drazix is there, and Zero's there to finish it off. Just coming in with the speed to push it in. Drazix just couldn't get there in time. It's top of the net.
That started from an infield pass. I mean, that's how you make offense. You look for those infield passes. Ignition Academy have used those a couple of times, but you see one catching them there as they were sitting a little too far back on defense. Now Drazix! Holy Drazix!
What an angle!
My oh my! Let's go to algebra class. Pull out your protractors. Gotta calculate the angle on that one. Seriously, I think my calculator is broken. I think we got negative degrees here. How in the world did Drazic find that angle?
I think he just came from math class, if you ask me. I don't think I've seen an angle so sharp in my life.
We're out here doing
That's
doing algebra 1 and he's doing calculus.
Yeah, no. And I wasn't joking when I said I think this is gonna be a close game, because so far it's proven true. It just kind of chances.
Krevlow's a prophet. Krevlow is a prophet.
And that's nearly another goal right there. And they're coming back, and I'm not sure what happened there, but Drazic gets another, and I think that's his third of the game.
A beautiful shot from Drazic. I like what he did here. He knows a fast shot could be saved, and so he goes for the slow play. Catching Kovo and Enable jumping for it. Ignition Academy, despite all the odds and stacked against them, they have a lead here, Krevlow.
Yeah.
Crazy scenes here. Now Cody can't get past Enable. And what's crazy again is BB Nerd Herd, many consider them, I think they're considered the best team in the Contender Series, and Ignition Academy are taking this fight to them. Who knew it? They could not only keep up with this team, but also take a lead and look dominant, and not dominant, but confident. Although Nerd Herd still have offense, still have chances to go. Ruby in front of his own net, that's awkward, but it's pinched away. Ignition Academy coming out full force. So many times I worry because they rely a lot on Ruby, but this one has been more a full team effort, everybody getting involved. In fact, I've seen a lot from Drazic this game so far on the offensive side. We'll see if this continues, but Nerd Herd in front. Drazic clears it away. Now Ruby to redirect it up front as well. Ignition Academy continue to play with vigor, with excitement, with a lack of being worried about the plays that are developing in front of them.
Yeah, and it's looking close. There's just another chance there by Zero, but I believe that was Cody who got it, or
It was Drazic.
Ruby who got it out.
Oh, it was Ruby? I thought it was Drazic who got that.
Yeah, no, I was trying to look for it for a moment and I realized.
You know what? Soon enough we're gonna be saying that it was Krevlow who got it out, and there's no way that happens.
Oh, that would be amazing. I'm just there.
Krevlow as the ghost comes in to help to save his team.
I'm the ghost sub, so.
He's the.
But here's gonna be another chance coming across, and Kova's just not able to get there in time. Zero still has possession of the ball. They're looking for demos in the ignition and trying to make something. Drazic was a Zero boost, getting that out. Cody's there to follow it up. It's gonna be awkward. He's gonna have a chance, but Zero's able to clear it. He's coming around the other end. Drazic has a little bit of time. Has to make something of it here. Ruby's there to cover up on that. Trying to get something into the middle, but he was not able to get the position for it. Now they have to go back and reset.
Final minutes. BBU Nerd Herd need a goal. It's only game one. They really don't want this series to get out of hand. Ruby looking for Cody there, but Enable reads it. Enable looking for the second touch. You saw Kovo in for the net, waiting, posturing for a shot, but nothing came. Drazic with two. Cody up to the corner. All Ignition need is one more goal, and this game will be theirs. But will they go for it? I think they're willing to sit back and let the time expire, but they need to hold on here. Side flip in front for Kovo. Cody stops it on the line. Drazic, he was the one who put the side flip in, but now he's getting a clear here. 10 seconds left. Ignition with the offense. Cody with the shot. Kovo keeps it away. Flick past Ruby. Chance up front. Kovo has one more potential. Keeping it up. Back to Enable. Still up high. Zevo drops it down. Ignition Academy take game one here.
I gotta say that was a great game by both teams. That's the kind of thing I wanted to see. I mean, the shots are looking real close on both ends. Saves as well, looking great. And this is what I wanted to see when I saw a close game. Great chances, both ends, a close game. And definitely wasn't one-sided. I definitely wouldn't say the game was one-sided at all. Man, I hope that the energy from both teams here goes in throughout the next rounds. It's going to be good, I think.
Yeah. But really what helped them here was Drazic. He is that player I always look at on Ignition Academy. If this team is to play super well, I think it relies off of Drazic playing more aggressively, because when this team plays badly, Drazic has the tendency to sit really far back. And against a team like BBU Nerd Herd, you're going to be punished if you give them that space. That's how one of their two goals went in. Drazic, though, gets all three for Ignition Academy here. Now we go to game two in this series. Ignition Academy with a lead. What more can they add to it? Baby Nerd Herd looks to answer back. Krevlow, I thought that game by prediction was a bold one, but that's actually looking more possible now, as both these teams are so close to each other. Game 1 was either teams to win, but ultimately Ignition Academy on the back of Drazix gets the win in the end.
Yeah, I know it's close, and I think this is anybody's game. I definitely do. There's a demo by Ruby in the end. Zero's up for it. Looks like it was challenged, but it's still back towards middle for Enabler, looking for Kobo, and it's a great pass to put it into Ignition's net. And it's 1-0 now for Nerd Herd. Oh my, what great vision to see Kobo there. Wide open for that shot. Oh my.
Yeah.
That's a great play.
And also, thank you for the follows. Caution to Glitchman. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Welcome to Spodio stream. Welcome, everybody. We're in the middle of a series here. Ignition now down in a game. We'll see how they do after being down here. Now a pass up. Wait, they equalize from Cody. And, I think we just had a mirror of what we saw from Nerd Herd. A pass upfield leads to an open net. The vision, absolutely spectacular. Some might even say it's 2020.
Indeed, it looks like Drazix just took a play right out of Nerd Herd's playbook there and just made it so it's tied back up again. That was great. Zero's now up with the ball.
Yeah.
Drazix was challenging it. It's now down as Cody puts it down. Ruby started to follow it up. Going to the sidewall, he has no boost, and Abel is able to pick it up and get small clear. Now Drazix with it. It's pinched across. Abler's gonna maybe have position, but it's gonna be wide open if there's a shot here, and Cody's just there to put it in the net first. He was first to the ball. Oh my. It's 2-0 Ignition, and we're not even a minute in yet. And this game's already back and forth, just like the first one.
What's funny is, I was going to say currently it's very similar. We have an immediate response to the first goal of the game. But no, unlike last game, Ignition Academy now responding and then taking the lead. Drazix in front, can't put the shot on. And this game now, it's Cody who scored both goals. It seems like Ignition are taking turns on who wants to be the goal scorer in any of these games. Zevo dropped down to Enable, but Ruby beats him out to it. Kovo beats past 2. Cody's the last one back. Cody pre-flips into it, he gets the save. Enable now, in front. Time for Drazix to clear. Ignition Academy continue to thrive under the pressure. Now Ruby, sidewall, Kovo gets the block. Enable up for it early. Bumped by Drazix, but Kovo, no shot here yet. Enable cross. Ziva was waiting for it, but the pass was too strong. Ignition Academy, maybe a bit fortunate that one didn't create anything worse for them, because it looked like Nerd Herd was starting to dice him up with those passing plays.
Yeah, now Drazix's gonna have the ball here. Ruby with the demo. It might be a free net. Doesn't look like anybody wanted to go for the ball, but especially Drazix since he had no boost there. Oh my. Kovo's gonna come around the other way. Going off the ceiling, he's getting a look for something. I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but it was cleared out by Ruby's. That's dangerously close to being able to go over the defenders. He got smokescreen there. Zero coming the other way to Kovo, and it's blocked out by Cody. Great cut for the save. Oh, now it's going to be nearly a double commit, I believe, there. Drazix is going to try and get it out, and he does.
Uh-oh. Sure. Oh, for a second I thought your mic cut out there, Krevlow.
Oh, no.
I'm happy you're still here with us. But no, I also wanted to ask you this question as well. Nerd Herd, with this much offense, they're getting so many good opportunities, and really it's those passes from them that are looking like they're starting to beat Ignition Academy consistently. When or if do you think they're going to get a second goal in this game?
Not sure. I think it's really gonna depend on them maybe controlling the boost around Ignition's net, starving them of that boost, making them kind of have to rely more on staying on the ground instead of being able to go up high. And I think if they manage to do that, that might be their opportunity to strike. The Zero here is going for the flip reset, gets it, but it does not go to where he wants it. Kovo's there now. Enabler to challenge it. That's nearly top left corner of the net, and Zero's there just to pee. I believe that was Ruby. He just beats him. He gets it in towards that top left. Oh my.
Yeah.
And that's
Enable.
the goal right there that we were just
And
talking
enable
about.
is good. Yeah, enable's fiddling perfectly into his name there. He enabled that play. He literally made it happen. And now
Indeed.
Ignition Academy, having to play a lot of defense like that, I mean, something was going to break at some point. I think for BBU Nerder, they look so good. Now a double commit. Cody with the shot. Not on target, a bump play in front. Enable with the clear, but it's only right back to Cody. Ignition Academy keeps some offense going. Cody once again. Cody needs boost. This one, Cody! Oh, that's an interesting way to complete your hat trick. It's unorthodox. It's strange. Some might even call it stupid, but they all count the exact same here.
Man, this is very close to how game 1 played out as well. Oh my. Oh.
Krevlow, I feel like you're starting to make. I feel like we got Krevlow's catchphrase here. Oh my.
Oh my, yeah.
If you know it's saucy when Krevlow is saying that every single second. Wait a second, Cody. Oh, he's just gonna fake for Ruby. And guess what? Ignition now lead by 2.
And you know what? I was going to say earlier, I was going to say, I wonder if it's going to come down to whoever extends their lead in the game. I wonder if it's going to come down to whoever extends their lead. And just before I was going to say that, Ignition was just able to extend their lead to 4-2. And I'm wondering if that might be what the teams need to look for to secure a game or to be able to gain more momentum to keep into it. But I'm not sure. It's gonna be close. I mean, anything can happen here. It's been so back and forth that I'm not sure. I'm not sure who's gonna get the next goal.
Oh.
That's almost in, but Kobo
Oh, you gotta be kidding! Oh, how in the world did that not go in? Krevlow, you gotta talk to me about that. How was that not a goal? If I'm not wrong, I believe a BBU player squashed their own teammate. They do get a goal in the end though from Kovo. They definitely deserved it. They created so many opportunities, but my goodness, it almost became a catastrophe for them on the play earlier.
Oh. And honestly, I think Kovo just got Goomba stomped into the net, and it just led to blocking his own teammate's shot. But luckily, they were able to come back, get another goal, and kind of recover from that. I think that might help them. There's 20 seconds left. They can still get another one here as that's down. There's one in the middle, and that's in. And then Enabler gets it. It was 0 to Kovo, who puts it down towards the middle for Enabler to get the goal and tie it up with 17 seconds left. Wow.
This game has had a lot of twists and turns. If you would have put it in a book, someone would think it was Dr. Seuss. Drazix.
Yeah.
That is. Oh, I'll be honest. That is a new quote. I have never said that before. Enable. Towards the corner. Zevo. Air dribble. Final chance potential. Zevo looking all the way for Kovo. Cleared up by Ruby. Still alive. Kovo. It failed. Enable can't put it on. Drazix jumping, but he doesn't get it. Bump plays. And it hits the ground. Oh, my Ignition Academy. Oh, that was almost a living nightmare for them.
Man, I was hoping for an overtime sometime this series. I didn't expect it this early on though, and so that might be the finishing touch. But
this will be though.
There, but that will be, and that's unfortunate. But it's a great follow-up from Enable to get his second goal of the game as well as the winning goal for this match right here. Oh my! I definitely think the series is going to be close.
Yeah. Ignition Academy though, the problem with them is they're leading by 2 goals, and you know what? Krevlow, you've done it before, you have done it again. You've cursed the team. How? Krevlow! But Krevlow, my man, it's like once every series you curse a team. I don't know how. I've never seen someone who has more curse per series average. That's a new stat I just made up, curses per series. Than you. I don't know how you do it, but that is, you've cursed a team. I mean, I'm impressed.
I gotta say, I have this like.
No, he's just cursing. No. You're cursing it for the game 5. You're cursing it for the game 5. That would be what you say.
But it's like when I used to play, right? I used to own goal once per series. Like, I don't know how I would do it, but every series I play, I'd somehow manage to goal at least once. Like, and now it's following me into whatever I'm saying is happening at least once per saying, or once per series, I should say. Like, what is going on here? But that was a great game by Nerdherders. They outshot Ignition 18-5. Holy. I don't think I've seen I don't think I've seen such
Well, well, the series before
big
this is
shot
the series
differential.
before has had about that kind of shot differential.
Yeah, but I don't think it was that big, was it?
I mean, it felt like it. That's for sure. This has been a lot closer, but yeah, you're right. The shooting here has been crazy. Both these teams love to put on shots. Zero. Hey, we might get one here early. Kovo on net. Drazic with a save. Enable off the back post. And now a miss from Zero. The backfield's open. Cody looked for a pinch, couldn't get it. Ruby jumped early for this. So does Drazic. And now look at this, a 2-on-1, a 2-on-0. It's a goal for BBU Nerd Herd, as Ignition got a bit overconfident, overzealous on that offensive half.
Indeed, and I mean, that's just a good demo play by Zero, looking for that demo and just to open up the field to leave a undefended net for them to gain the lead in this match. And I think we're going to see a lot of that throughout the series. I think we're going to see both teams potentially going for demos. I haven't seen Ignition go for any yet, but we might see it later on. I'm not too sure though.
They've gone for demos, but they haven't utilized them at the same quality that BBU have. BBU have done incredibly well with these demos. They're using it to continue to starve their opponents and lock on to them. Ruby misses this. Cody and the dribble his way out, but it's only going to result in a clear. Kovo. No one in the midfield. Devo, though, looking for a pass to Enable. Enable side flip. And now look at this. Ignition's got an odd man rush. Cody to Drazic. Drazic in front. Where's Ruby? That one saved. And once again, it's a full team overcommit for Ignition Academy. Make one mistake, shame on me. Make two, shame on you. That's the second time Ignition Academy have done that this game.
Yeah, it looks like Ignition's just starting to get a little bit too overzealous on that offensive rush. You know, I feel like it stemmed from the kind of aerial pass that happened in the midfield. It didn't kind of go up the way that they were wanting it to, and it just led to trying to kind of hassle to get to it, which led to a full team overcommit. And here's going to be Enable, go for flips reset, looking for Kovo, is blocked by Cody. Ruby clears it out. Zero's going to be out, putting it off the backboard. Maybe a double, hopefully not putting it into his own net.
I mean, I think he had control there, but you always do clench a little bit when you see someone going for that play, because you generally don't go for that one intentionally on defense if you can help it, but that was a right decision to make. Put it in your own corner. Ignition Academy can't challenge it, and now this net's open. Shot, back post, Drazic's awkward. 50-50 with Kovo. Ignition Academy running on low boost. I am looking at all the player cams, and I think all of them have less than like 20 boosts to their name. Maybe you know to have successfully starved them here.
Yeah, this is that's kind of like what I was talking about earlier too. I believe in the first series of having to starve Ignition in their defensive end to try and utilize kind of playing the ball a little bit up higher for their teammates, and that's that beautiful pass down. Cody was there, but he couldn't finish off the shot. It was a beautiful play, though. As Ruby's now towards the middle, nobody's back. That's almost in. Drazic is there, pinch it off the back, get it out. Cody's there looking for a clear or a shot, doesn't get it. It's Drazic, Enabler. Looking like he's gonna be down to Kovo, looking to go over Cody, and he does. Drazic is there.
50-50 this game have been in BBU Nerd Herd's favor. That one a save from Zevo. Ruby, in addition, gets some meaningful chances. Can they get some goals more likely? As this game, it seems like their plays have washed up. As I think for Nerd Herd, they've just done a little bit better here to hold that defense strong. Kovo looking for Zevo. Enable with the shot. Enable with a goal here. As Ignition Academy, something has changed this game. Because BBU Nerd Herd are really taking this game, and they're making it a bit more one-sided than what we saw in their last two games.
I gotta say, that was great placement by Enable, though. Looking at Ruby, seeing he had most of the net covered, and his only real chance was putting that far right bottom corner there. And that was a great placement by him for the goal. And I'm not sure really what's going on with Ignition here. I'm wondering if they're still trying to play the same play style.
My theory is that, Nerd Herd, we're seeing them elevate here. A lot more reliance on solo plays from them. Not so much throwing it up, trying to get a pass in front. It's on the solo play chances, although this could be a chance here for Ignition. Drazic. Light touch, Kovo. Another time where an Ignition Academy are looking to take their chances with their third man. They need to be careful. Although that's an amazing recovery from Ruby. That's incredible from him there to recover, because if he didn't get a perfect play on that, I think that could have been a goal here for Nerd Herd. Zevo?
Yeah, and
oh, he's gonna get back to this! Zevo! Oh, Zevo! Tight angle! I can't believe it! He got bumped midair, and he still kept up with it!
Man, that was a great recovery from Zero. He had a little bit of an awkward touch off the first touch of the ball, managed to recover it and just kind of pinch it in past the defense into the net there to make it 4-0 with a minute left. And Ignition's gonna have to figure something out within the next game here, because it looks like it's looking like Nerd Herd has them on lock currently. It looks like Ruby is just trying to harass the players there.
Okay, Krevlow, I need you to... Krevlow, you keep cursing these teams. You know, as soon as you say one team's doing well, immediately they get what's going on. Guys, you know, if this stream gets sued, it's Krevlow's fault, not mine.
Yeah.
Krevlow will take full responsibility. Also, thank you, Baltier, for the follow. Krevlow, man, I don't know why. It's always the co-casters on my stream. It's never me who like does a ton of. It's always like co-casters. And what's funny is I've had a good amount of co-casters, but it doesn't matter who's doing it. There's always seems to be caster curses with the people I'm with, and it's not like it's just because it's the people I co-cast with. It's like the stream has a weird energy with it. Where there's everything, there's so many caster curses. Wait a second, pass in front, Ruby.
Oh.
Another goal for Ignition Academy. Well, I think it's too little too late. They can take something for the road, and they can really utilize it to cut better into the next game and look to maybe force Game 5.
Yeah, they might be realizing that they need to do a little bit more passing plays here, trying to kind of disrupt the defense by passing it around, get them into an awkward position to try and touch that ball. And I'm hoping if they're realizing that they'll take that into consideration for the next match. And both teams are doing really well, but I think passing, the more teams pass, it's going to be definitely a lot better.
Yeah. Game 4 coming up very soon. Nerd Herd have the chance to win the series. They can do it here. And, you know, that might help them out a little bit more as well. Knowing that they are this close in what is a difficult series, because again, this is still a series that's up for grabs. It's not like them winning this game is going to change everything so far, even in a game like this, this has been the biggest differential we've seen from any of these two teams, being 2 goals. Meaning this is a close series. There's not a lot separating these teams, but we go to Game 4. Krevlow, what do you see here now from Nerd Herd? Do you think this last game was them elevating to a higher level?
I definitely think so. I definitely think Nerd Herd kind of saw that taking those offensive kind of disruption plays, making those demos, you know, making demos and stuff, disrupting the defense, and just kind of waiting for the teams to make mistakes. I think they're understanding that and they're utilizing that against Ignition, and it's working for them.
What in the world? What in the world did Ruby just say in chat there at the end there?
I'm not sure. I think he was asking like a reference to like ready up or something.
Interesting.
Unless he's commenting on what I'm wearing, I'm not sure.
Nobody can see what you're wearing right now.
But it looked like he said tready, but I'm not sure what he was saying.
Well, for Ignition Academy, if we go to Game 5, maybe you do have to play for them in Game 5. That will be interesting. We'll have Krevlow leaving, and I'll just be doing.
I'll cast and play.
No, you won't be casting and playing. You'll be just playing. You will not be casting while playing. I believe that's against the rules. But again, we're now.
Be interesting.
It would be. It would also probably be really weird sounding. You will not. No, that would not happen. You would not be casting and playing. I will not allow that. As we're now in Game 4, BB Nerd Herd with the power in their hands to win it all here. Well, I guess win it all by going to giving themselves a chance to make it to the next round of the Open Qualifiers. But to do that, they have to get through Ignition one more time. As Enable to Zevo. No shot there. But Nerd Herd once again with the offense. Cody, though, beats Enable to that one and gets the clear away.
And I can definitely see what you're talking about earlier with when Ignition's not playing as well. They're Drazic tends to normally sit farther back in their half, and I've seen that a little bit in the last game and this game. But I'm hoping that they'll start to realize what they need to do, you know. And it's looking like they're trying to play a little bit less aggressive here, maybe keep more possession of the ball. Zero's just gonna come in off that ceiling, looking to hit a shot on net. Ruby's gonna have it. Cody's gonna be there to follow up on that ball. Can't get another touch. He's gonna be coming back that way. There's gonna be Kobo there looking for an open net. He doesn't get on target. Just goes wide. Now here's another opportunity for the shot, and that one goes wide as well, off the post.
Well, the problem last game for Ignition Academy, at least early on, was they left these nets open. That's almost another one. They need to be a lot more careful with these triangle shots, because that is 3 times in a row that BB Nerdard could have very well have taken the lead, but it's 3 times they'll miss. Ignition Academy will take that. Now Ruby one-on-one. Misses his touch, Kovo. Look at how much space he has. He wants to do whatever he wants. Now pass up to Zero, going all the way. Ruby gets the stop on the line. And that's worrying. Nerdherd look comfortable now. They look like they're enjoying themselves out here in the field, but a double commit, maybe that will change things. Cody, infield, Ruby, dunks by Enable. Bounce down, Zero reads it, drop down to Kovo, no shot, Enable! There we go, the lead for Nerdherd.
Oh my. And Nerdherd's just putting the pressure on right now, just shot after shot, not letting Ignition get anything out and break out with the ball. They currently have 4 shots on Ignition, and Ignition hasn't been able to get anything on Nerdherd so far. So it looks like they're really locking that offensive pressure and just not letting anything come about for Ignition. So that's a demo, and again, that's like one of those plays I'm talking about, disrupting the defense, you know, looking for those demos to gain a open net. And it's an unfortunate position for Ignition, but it's a great play and great communication from Nerdherd to be doing that.
And if there's anyone I'm looking at on Ignition to step up right now, it would have to be Ruby. So far in this series, we've seen Cody and Drazic put in some great plays. I mean, I say that, and then Drazic passes down to Kovo here. Yeah, I'm getting into the caster curse as well, I guess. As Drazic, I always just complimented him. That is not one of his bright moments. And Nerdherd now lead at 3-0. This is not pretty for Ignition Academy. This could get out of hand if they don't pick it up soon, because BB Nerdherd starting to run away with this one. Now Enable, double tap, in. Now it's 4. It's getting even worse for Ignition Academy.
Yeah,
close your eyes, everybody. This could become a massacre.
I honestly think Enabler's just showing what he can do at this point now. You know, like, oh, that was a great double tap. And I mean, you already know that Ignition like can beat this team, but I'm not sure. They have there's a double commit on the backboard there, looking like a bit of miscommunication between Ruby and Cody. Drazic's looking for the sharp angled shot. Cody going off the backboard. Drazic's back up, and Ruby whiffs that. They're all in that corner there, and it looks like Zero's in their net.
What is Zero doing? I just noticed him up there. He is Is he waiting on the back wall? He's waiting on the back wall. Designed play here. That is a designed play from Nerdherd. Man, that's how confident they are. They don't mind having Zero weight up in the other team's half. They will be playing a 2v3 apparently, as they now in front. Good stop there. Enable's got 4. Someone's gotta stop this man. He's a runaway freight train. And Ignition Academy, well, they're now feeling the heat.
Yeah, and it's not looking good for Ignition currently. I mean, Enable's just all over them. Or Enable. What am I talking about? And Nerdherd is just all over them right now.
I mean, you're not wrong. Enable is all over them. He's got 4 goals.
That is true. Ruby's carrying the ball right now, looking towards that corner. Drazic's not going to necessarily be able to get a great touch on there, but it's enough to disrupt the play. As Drazic's is looking, I think, to go for either the boost or demo, but doesn't find anything. Kobo with 0 boost here, and he's just looking confident with the ball, having no boost. Zero going for the double tap, working towards that middle. Ruby's going to have a chance now to do something, but he doesn't manage to get a great play or get great control of it, I should say. That's just down, nearly in. It's just wide. Drazic's now. They're gonna have to take control of the ball, and it's looking like they're panicking a lot, and I think they're gonna have to take control of the ball, start playing a little bit slower, and
Well, they can't play
communicating a
slow.
little bit
There's
more.
30 seconds left.
Well, yeah, at this point you wouldn't be able to play slow, but earlier in the match I would have said, maybe look for a bit slower plays and try better communication. Drastics is there, but he can't get the shot though.
That has been, I think, a
my.
good example of what's been happening in this game. Oh, and there'll be a goal from it too. Kovo will put it in the open nets.
Seal it.
Without a doubt, this game is BBU Nerd Herds. This series was close, but overtime Nerd Herd pulled away. There's a reason why they're in the Contender Series, and Ignition is in the Academy. Nerd Herd, one of the best teams out there for the Contender Series. They're showing you why. As that one will go in. Are they going? They might be going for Brazil here. We'll see if they can get it.
I believe they may.
I think they might be going for Brazil. I mean, to be fair, Zero was chatting, so I think they will. They might be going for Brazil here. They're trying to, I think, embarrass Ignition here on the day when I formally make my announcement to join them. Welcome to Ignition, everybody.
I mean, as much as Ignition put up a great fight, I would say for
They really
first
did.
start of the series, but after Nerd Herd kind of warmed up and then locked in a little bit, it was just they just said no, this is our game, and they stayed with that. But it was a great fight from both teams. I mean, those first two matches were incredible to watch. By far, probably the best games of the couple of series that I've been on here with you for by far.
Yeah, as well. I also want to say thank Omarion for the follow. Look at Spotty stream. Thank you so much. But that means Nerd Herd will move on. Ignition Academy now eliminated from the open qualifiers. There's another follow coming in. No, it's Zero with the Prime sub. Thank you so much, Zero. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for the subscription. Everybody go support Zero. As now the bracket will look like this. Nerd Herd move on to lower round 3. They'll be playing the winner of Vist and Total Control Esports. That could be that would be a fun series for sure. Those are some good teams that Nerd Herd will have to play against. But a big win here for them. Krevlow, man. What a series! Ignition Academy, they played close. They got game 1, and I was thinking, hey, wait a minute. This is going to be close, but no, Nerd Herd, they shut that one down pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think once Nerd Herd figured out what the weaknesses of Ignition were, they just zeroed in on that and just said kind of GG's in a way. But I gotta give both teams props, for the bit of I guess skill disparity between the two. It was definitely a great game. And I'd definitely love to see these two rematch in the future somewhere.
Yeah, of course, but for BBU Nerd Herd, they're happy now. 3-1, the result they wanted. And for Ignition Academy, unfortunately for them, their road ends quicker than I think they wanted it to. But ultimately, in the end, I think that this is what I think most would consider a relatively expected result there. Nerd Herd do win the series outright. Now, again, that lower finals matchup, what do you think of it? Vist, Total Control, that is going to be good.
I think it should be good I definitely think that it really should be good, actually. I don't actually have the sheet here, so I can't really take a look, but
They play the winner of Vist and Total Control.
Yeah, so I don't know who's gonna win that. I think the next round though, whoever makes it through, it definitely should be a tough matchup.
Yeah, as well for both of them, but for BBU Nerd Herd, they've been on my stream. I don't believe they've actually ever lost on my stream, which is an incredible record for them. They keep that streak alive because they are currently perfect in the Contender Series. Yeah, here comes Kovo coming
giving them the sporty buff.
Yeah, that's what I love it. We talked about the sporty beforehand, and then I think Nerd Herd got it here.
Yeah,
at least in game 4 they did. That was a massive win, but yeah, you guys did lose. Oh wait, you guys played on my stream against Loft. You're right. They did lose that, but man, a big result for them. Typhoon knows me. Typhoon's been on my stream a couple times. Typhoon has been on my stream a couple of times. But again, thank you all so much. And again, big shoutouts to Team Ignition, for allowing me to join on as a partnered commentator caster. But ultimately, tonight, in the inaugural matchup, they will fall short of their results. But we are going to get an interview here, I think, with Zero. So that would be fun, wouldn't it? An interview them, ask them about what they think about their matchup coming up later this week to qualify for Stage 2.
Indeed.
I mean, Krevlow, you have to think that they have pretty good chances.
Oh yeah, for sure. They've been dominant. It looks like all season. Um, yeah, it's just I'm not really sure what to say. That was a really a great game by them. Um, I gotta say congratulations to them as well because man, I was expecting it to be close on based on those first two games, and then they just took the board over.
Hey, well, here to talk about it is Zero, the captain of Baby Nerd Herd. Congrats on your win tonight. How do you feel now going to giving us guys a chance to make it into Stage 2?
Honestly, yeah, well, we played with the sub last week with Cairo. I mean, yeah, because Enable wasn't able to make it because he's unfortunately not available. He was in a different state, duck hunting, So we had to play with the sub, and we were really upset because we were up 2-1 in that series. I mean, we accidentally passed it together. I mean, we accidentally passed it to the defense, and they scored on 0 seconds, and we lost that game. That was very demotivating because I feel as if we would have done that win because we were up 2-1, but unfortunately we didn't get it. So yeah, but this week we turned it around. So I mean, the first two games were struggle. I mean, they played very good the first two games. I mean, Enable hasn't been playing too often, so we knew that going into the games, but we came out on top, and yeah.
I gotta ask, what were you guys thinking about going into game three there after the tie up between you guys?
Well, yeah, so basically we often when we lose the first game we come out on top, but when we win the first game, I mean we get cocky, we get confident in the series, so we don't play as well. So honestly, I think our team plays better under pressure.
Hmm,
Ooh, interesting comment. You guys say
I like that.
play better under pressure. I mean, Game 4, you guys just got better and better. Game 4 was a blowout. I'm sure you guys felt the exact same way too. Again, kind of every game getting a little better, and then a little better, and then a little better, and it just kind of snowballed into something greater. And you guys were riding that momentum. How do you feel you're going to ride that momentum into your next matchup? Because the next two opponents you could have, Total Control or Vist, that is a real scary matchup. This matchup's scary. Next matchup is not going to be any easier.
Yeah, so we're kind of new to Grand Circuit. Obviously, we've played in BLCS before and we played in IGL, but this is our first BLCS like season complete fully. So we don't know a lot of the teams actually. So we're gonna have to look into that and see how tough it's gonna be.
Yeah, of course. And you have anything else to ask, Krevlow?
Um, I'm not sure. I just gotta say that it was definitely a great game, and congratulations to you guys for it.
Yeah, I think it was an amazing game. I respect those guys a lot. They put up a good fight.
Indeed, yeah.
I look forward to playing them again, honestly.
Yeah, I'd definitely love to see a rematch between you two.
I feel like Krevlow said
Yeah.
that just because he wants to play against him. Krevlow wants to play in that series. He's like, I want to take him on here. No, again, congratulations on your win. Going to the lower finals here. Yeah, you guys got a real strong shot at making it through the brackets. But do you have any shoutouts before we end the stream today?
Yeah, shout out to my team, man. Shout out, yeah, my team mainly, Sabi, all of them, Kovo and Abel. They're great. Love them guys.
Well, again, you guys, you had to come back a little bit after game 1, but apparently you played better under pressure, and I think, I'm a believer here. Congratulations for making it through the
Yeah,
bracket. Until again, because I know there will be an again, knowing how many times you guys book me. Have a great night.
you too, man. Love you guys.
Good night.
Peace.
What a series. What a night, Krevlow. It's been 2 nights in a row we've been doing commentary together. How do you feel
Indeed.
after both of them? Any
I
reflections?
I feel really good. I definitely felt more comfortable and I guess confident in it than I did kind of like the first night, which was yesterday. Um, I definitely enjoyed it. They were definitely all great games, all great series, and I enjoyed being here. And I gotta thank you for letting me be here as well too.
Yeah, man, I'd love to have you on again. Seriously.
I'd love to
The
be
rest of the
on
week
as
is
well again.
pretty heavily booked, but I would like to have you on again. Just continue to contact me, continue to get me, continue to notify me with stuff, and I'll make sure to keep adding you to the stream because it's absolutely incredible. But again, everybody out there, have a great night. Any last message you want to have there, Krevlow?
I gotta thank everybody for joining, and I gotta thank everybody for joining, and I hope everybody enjoyed. And again, congratulations for the joining of Team Ignition as well. And I'm glad to see you come into it as well, join the org and all that. And yeah, I just hope everybody had a good time, and has a good night as well.
Yeah, of course, a big night for so many teams. Big night for me as well. That doesn't always happen, but man, we're gonna get our raid going. Make sure to join, and you're gonna be raiding one of my friends, a close friend of mine. He runs a league. Everybody go show him some love. Thank you all so much for joining. Big shoutouts to Ignition for adding me on to their team. Big shoutouts for Krevlow for being here tonight. Thank you all so much. Have an amazing, amazing evening.
Good night, everybody.